Hey everybody, welcome back to Upgrades Complete. Today we are going to be talking about printing an industrial bearing or bushing for a router, something that needs more tensile strength. This is it's a router guide adapter. Um, I'm printing it on the Ender 3 V2 with a new product that I picked up, and that is the 3D-FUEL Pro Plus in industrial gray. Um, so far, so good. I am loving this filament. Um, as you can see, they include everything right on the box. Not just the recommended settings, the Made in the USA logo, but something that I love to see, and that is the real report. This is the report on this actual reel of filament. 1.745 is so well within tolerances. I'm happy with that. I picked this up off of Amazon for I think $32. This is literally my first print. I just mounted the roll, and the first layer is going down now, and this is something that I wanted to have for all of you. And of course there is a spot of dust on my bed somehow, but we'll just ignore that. As you can see, layer adhesion with no adjustments. I did up my temperature from 200 to 210. Bed temperature remained at 60. Let's come back in a little bit and we will see how it's coming. But I'm seeing no lifting, no warping, and a 100% bed adhesion. This print should take about 3 hours and 25 minutes. We'll see where we end up. While that print is running, I want to take a minute and talk to you about the settings that I'm using for this. I'm not that concerned about layer height, so I went with 0.2, which is fine with me. Infill density, I went with 80%, and infill pattern is gyroid. If you haven't played with your infill pattern and you notice maybe there's some weakness to your designs, try out this gyroid pattern. I've been using it for a long time. It's really, really strong. I could have actually printed it with less infill, but I will get into the reasons why I didn't. Print temperature, I started off at 210, and I'm actually really happy with that. It says, we'll go back to the recommendations in a second, and my print speed is 60. I could have gone up on that quite a bit. I probably could have gone up to 100% and really had no issues, but like the washers are sitting in the center, I didn't want to take a chance of jostling them around too much. If I had lost bed adhesion, which I really should know by now, I'm not. But what you can see here is durability rating, strength rating, heat distortion, temperature. Now, these words, unannealed and annealed, the difference you're seeing here is if you heat up the item after you print it. And that's something for another video, but we will get into it. This, I do plan on annealing it because it is going to be used in a high-speed router, and I want it to be as durable as possible. But the print is looking beautiful. We are just 2 or 3 layers in at this point, and you can see still 100% bed adhesion, no warping with this, and it is printing ridiculously smooth. I can say I've used a dozen different filament brands and impressed right out of the box. This so far, this 3D-FUEL is this is high on my recommendation list. I'll come back when the print is just about completed, and we will talk about this some more, and I will give you links to the product. Okay, so here we are 3 hours later, and our print is complete. Did a wonderful job. This 3D-FUEL is amazing. Straight out of the box. Really, the only thing that I adjusted was my temperature. Extruder nozzle temperature by 10 degrees. That was it. And there's no warping, no nothing. Figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this off the bed and see if we can show you how well this is adhered. Wow. Wow, it is on there. That is amazing. That is completely amazing. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to pop that off later because, like I said, this is for a tool, and it really didn't exist before now. I'm actually going to get into this in another video, using tools to make tools. But very impressive, very, very impressive products, and a big shout out to 3D-FUEL. Being in the USA, I highly recommend this product. It is a PLA plus. This is the industrial gray. Just wonderful. There's their website, 3dfuel.com, sales at 3dfuel.com, and their phone number. And again, real report, ease of printing, all your settings, heat distortion, temperatures, which is why I print it in this material to begin with, because this is going to be on a router, which means it's going to have to deal with torque, it's going to have to deal with rotations per minute, it's going to have to deal with pressure, it is going to have to deal with friction. There are a lot of factors that you need to take into account before you print a piece for a tool. So I will make this file available for free download once I test it and make sure it really holds up, along with the print settings, and I'll talk more about this in that video. And thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon.